Hey guys, okay, I'm so sorry. It's been like so long since I posted a video. School has been nuts. Finals are next week, so this is gonna be, I'm gonna try, but I'm really excited to make this video. So that's why I haven't been here, and I wasn't gonna do it with my boyfriend, but my boyfriend got busy. So, anyways, yay! So today we're gonna talk about Catching Fire. Oh my gosh. Okay, so obviously you guys know this has been like the movie I've been waiting for all year for, like all year. So my boyfriend and I and a couple of our friends, we went to go see it Thursday night. It wasn't midnight premiere; it was like 9 o'clock. Where at my college town. But yeah, so I loved this movie. Oh my gosh, Francis Lawrence! Can we just like raise the roof? Like, I feel like giving you all the claps in the world would not do it justice. Like, you did such a good job. This movie was so close to the book. Literally, they are quoting lines from the book. When does it ever happen? Never. Like, this movie was so good, and I'm like just so excited that like literally like I tend to go into movies with not that much expectation because I don't want to be disappointed and I don't want to be built up, and I was trying really hard not to be so like built up over this movie, but this movie like exceeded my expectations. Holy cried. Oh my gosh, Francis Lawrence, you are a genius. So this review, I'm gonna do a quick non-spoiler, and then I'm going to delve into the spoiler. So when I do the spoiler, haven't seen it, go see it, because I don't want to spoil anything for you. So yeah, okay, so non-spoiler review starting. Okay, first of all, I loved the cast. Again, I mean, I'm obviously a huge fan of Jennifer, Josh, and Liam, and the whole rest of the other cast, but the newcomers. Okay, I was really nervous to see who they would pick for Finnick. I really wanted someone who had some acting ability and wasn't just a pretty face, because Finnick is my favorite character besides the main three. So when I heard out that Sam Claflin had got the role, I was so happy, so happy. He was great in Pirates 4. He was awesome in Story the Huntsman. So I was super excited to see him in this. Oh my gosh, Sam did such a good job as Finnick. I mean, there's so much expectation put on you because Finnick is described as a sex god. And, you know, Sam Claflin is from England, so he's pale, and, you know, all these things that people were freaking out about. But I was like, nope, Sam's gonna kill it, and Sam killed it. Sam had the perfect blend between the whole, like, portraying Finnick as, like, as this charismatic, flirty dude, but then also, he also has a heart inside. He has a heart, you know, it's not just him. He's not just fake. Like, I just love that. He killed it. He looked like Finnick. He, like, just seeing from his interviews and press and stuff, he worked so hard for this role. So hard. And I'm sorry if you didn't like him. That's your own opinion, but I thought he was great. I was so happy. Oh my gosh, I loved him as Finnick. Johanna. Johanna's also a character that I kind of like. I mean, she's not like one of my favorite characters, but I do like her character. She's very spunky and fierce and no BS. So, Jenna Malone, I hadn't seen her in anything, and then I realized that she is the youngest Bennett sister in Pride and Prejudice. She plays Lydia. So to see her in this now, all grown up, she just like killed it. She just like blew it out of the park. She was so good as Johanna. She was so sassy and snarky and so like no BS. And it was hilarious whenever she did the elevator scene, and she's like, so Peta, what does it feel like when everyone sleeps with you? She just like knocked out of the park. It was so good, and she just was like, thanks, you know, just so sassy, and like, I can't deal with this anymore. Oh my gosh, I loved her. And I loved whenever she like, basically yelled in the arena, how about that, Snow? You can't put everyone in here, okay? And you know, like, I was supposed to have a life with no more games, and screw you, screw everyone who had anything to do with this. I was laughing because that's just so Johanna, and she's so, like, honest and says it like it is, and oh my gosh, I just loved her. So yeah, so I loved the main cast. The new cast was great. Oh my gosh, I'll talk more about the main cast later, but yeah, this movie was so good. The pacing was great. It's 2.5 hours, but it flew by. Like, even though I have read the books and I'm a huge fan of them, it just like flew by. I was so pumped just to like watch, and you just felt so connected to these characters, to these movies. Like, I mean, I even cared about like the Morphlings, and I got emotionally invested in them, and emotionally invested in, oh my gosh, Cinna. Oh, Cinna. But yeah, this movie just makes you so emotionally invested. It's suspenseful. It keeps your heart racing. You never know what's gonna happen. Even I was just like, oh my gosh, oh no, what are they gonna do? Oh. I know my boyfriend Josh was sitting next to me, and he hadn't read the books, but he knew about it from me and his sisters who had read it, and so he just was like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, how are they gonna survive this? Oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Ah! So like this, oh my gosh, this movie was so good. The costumes were great. Tris Somerville is a genius. I'm just gonna say that right now. She's a freaking genius. She is so talented. Oh my gosh, the wedding dress, it was so pretty. And the Mockingjay dress, I was like, yes, 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 so pretty. Oh my gosh, loved it. Yeah, I love the outfits. Effie Trinket's outfits just were amazing. Like, I loved, my favorite was probably her butterfly dress that she wore at the reaping. I just loved it. Yeah, oh my gosh, it was just so good. Just everything, like the plot, the scenery was perfect. Yeah, my boyfriend, he's from that area, so I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, like, you know these places. Yeah, so it was really, really cool. And yeah, I just loved it. It was just so well done. Oh my gosh. I love the locations too. Hawaii was a perfect choice for the arena. Perfect choice. I was hoping that they would do Hawaii because it's tropical and it was perfect. It's beautiful. I love Hawaii. I went there a couple times. Actually, no, not a couple times. Sorry. I went there like once for vacation, but it was awesome. Atlanta, I feel like, is perfect because it's still the rustic environment that you need for District 12, but it's still not, it's not too different from North Carolina. So yeah. Okay, so spoiler review starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're starting now. So, yeah, woohoo! Okay, so, first of all, Jennifer Lawrence is just like, can I just, like, all hail Jennifer Lawrence. Like, she is just so good. She is so, it's just so effortless. Like, she has to portray so many complex emotions. I mean, Katniss is suffering from PTSD, from having to kill people. And you see that in the very opening scene. Whenever it's just her and Gale hunting, and she's like just trying to kill this deer, and then she basically imagines herself killing Marvel, and she freaks out. And Gale's like, it's okay, like, you're safe. And a lot of movies try to portray PTSD, and sometimes it's kind of laughable because it's so badly portrayed. I have a lot of friends in the military, so they're always leery about people trying to portray it. I actually have a friend who has PTSD, so I was just like, I really hope this gets portrayed quickly, and I guess not quickly, but like accurately, and it just was so spot on, just with the whole like nightmares and with all like delusions and the visions she was having, and just so good. She just portrays it so well, just between her, because she's so conflicted. She loves Gale. That's just what I believe. She loves Gale. I'm such a Gale lover. I love Gale. I like Peeta, but for me, it's more about Katniss and Gale. She's so conflicted because she loves Gale, but because she basically outsmarted President Snow, she has to basically pretend to be in love with Peeta. And she's so conflicted because she feels like she has two separate lives. She has a District 12 life with Gale. She has her arena life with Peeta. And so I do feel like she has feelings for both of them, to be honest. But I mean, I'm just a Gale lover, so I was like, yay, Gale! But yeah, so she just is great. She is the perfect Katniss. I just love it. I love her. I went as her for Halloween. I love Katniss. Oh my gosh. Josh Hutcherson did a great job of playing Peeta. I liked how Peeta was more like manlier, and I don't know. I liked how he wasn't as helpless. I really liked it. And also, I know one of the things I was kind of bummed about is that in the first movie he was not given a prosthetic leg, which I know that's kind of hard to do, or hard for the actors to adapt to, so I wasn't too upset, but I kind of had wished that he did get the prosthetic leg. Well, in the movie, you actually can tell that he is portraying his character as he would have a prosthetic leg. Like, for example, whenever he goes out to meet Katniss, he basically slips and falls. That's because of his prosthetic leg. Whenever he's running in the jungle, he slips and falls. Prosthetic leg. And also someone pointed out on Tumblr that whenever they go, I think it's to District 11, he basically has a cane in his hand. Ah, yay, accuracy, book accuracy. Thank you, Francis Lawrence, Susan Collins for being there. I don't know, just simple things like that I loved. Yeah, so Liam Hemsworth, I love him. I cannot wait for Mockingjay. He is so talented. And I just think he's perfect as Gale. I loved Gale's fight in this movie. I like how we got to see more of that. Just because it's really important. Gale's all about revolution and fighting for what's right. And I just love that because that's just him. And Liam just portrays it with just such boldness and with eagerness and always wanting to stand up for what is right, no matter what the consequences. Exhibit A. He sees a poor man just about to be beat by the new head peacekeeper, Cray. I mean, not Cray, sorry. Thread. Cray was the old one. Thread. What does Gale do? He jumps into action. He tackles. He tackles the head peacekeeper. Not just the, I just signed up the other day, but the head off his rocker, Romulus Thread peacekeeper. He cares so much about other people. And I know a lot of people, like, have their opinions, which they aren't wrong, but I truly believe that Gale is selfless. He cares about so many people, and I mean, for goodness sake, he took care of Katniss' family for how many Hunger Games? Not one, but two. He cares for his family. He cares for Katniss' family. Like, he's just such a selfless person. Sometimes you have to make the hard decisions. That may not, be great in the end, but it's kind of what's going to benefit the most people. Yeah, so the whipping scene was so intense, but I'm glad they included that. It was just like the book was. I was really happy that they did include that. So yeah, I loved it. Okay, so moving on. I really loved the arena. The arena was so cool. It was so close to the book. The fog, the monkeys, like, oh my gosh. Oh, it was so good, the arena. Just because you really feel for, like, Mags, and whenever she goes to volunteer herself, I was like, oh, why Mags? Oh. I just thought it was so true to the book. I thought it was really sweet, and how whenever the Morphling jumped out to basically save Peeta, they basically, put her in the water just to die, and, like, Peeta's like, it's okay, just, like, look at me, look at this sunset, and I just thought that was so sweet, because here, this, like, woman is gasping for breath. She looks like a child because she's so ghastly thin because of her Morphling addiction, and Peeta's just so caring. Like, I mean, I do love some aspects of Peeta. Like, even though I don't want him to be with Katniss, I'm resolved, and I'm happy that they ended up together, because it was the best thing for Katniss in the end. But yeah, so I just love that about Peeta, and Josh just portrays that so well. Yeah, I'm really excited to see him portray Hijack Peeta in the third movie. It's going to be really depressing and sad, but I'm really excited just to see him stretch himself and try something new. Okay, so the Mockingjay dress, amazing. Cinna's death was, I literally, like, almost bawled. I was like, I don't even care if anyone sees me. I almost, like, bawled my eyes out. I was so sad. I was like, why, Cinna? Ugh. But, oh, it was so good. Wires and Beatty, I really liked. I feel like they were the perfect people for it, because Wires has a whole TikTok thing going on. Beatty was great. Philip Seymour Hoffman, I loved him as Plutarch. Plutarch Heavensbee is a very interesting character, and I loved how, honestly, if you didn't read the book, you would have no idea that he was good the whole time. So I thought he did a great job. Donald Sutherland is just a beast at Snow. He totally understands Snow, and he's just so manipulative and calculating and cold. He just portrays that part so well, and he's just a legend in his own right. So kudos to you, Donald Sutherland, because you honestly play a very convincing villain. So yeah, like, last comments. Other things I liked were, I liked how they showed Annie. That was really important to me, because Finnick and Annie, they're like so much in love. They are very much in love, and I really liked that. I liked how we got to see her. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to see her, because you had to cut out some other stuff, but yeah. I loved how we got to see her. I love Steph Dawson, who got cast as Annie. She's perfect. I love her. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, overall, this movie just blew me away. I just want to see it again and again and again. It was so good, so close to the book. Attention, all Hollywood directors. This is how you do a book to movie adaptation. You actually use the book. You have the writer as a part of the screenplay, as part of the movie. You include her, or you include him or her, into the movie writing process. Just so true. It was just so true to the book. This honestly was the closest book to movie adaptation I have seen in years. Years. It was so good. I'm so pumped for Mockingjay. The ending was so heartbreaking. Whenever Peter's taken to the Capitol, I'm like, oh, Peter. Because I still feel bad for him. I mean, Peter has a crap life. I mean, his family's horrible. I mean, at least Katniss has her family. Peter really doesn't have anyone but Katniss. But yeah, so this movie was just so good. I love the extra Gale scenes. That was really exciting for me. Yay, Gale. Oh, yay. One of the things that I wish, the only complaint I had was I really wanted to see Haymitch's games. That's just a really crucial part to Haymitch's past and his background and what he's dealing with. So I'm just really sad we didn't get to see that. But if you guys want a really good video of a really good web series, Main City Productions on YouTube does great stuff. They did an awesome quarter quell scene with young Haymitch. It was so awesome. They do such good stuff. They have a great Finnegan Annie web series. They have Haymitch's games. They have Katniss and Rue. It's just so good. District 11. Oh my gosh, that scene almost broke me. Just seeing Rue's family and Thresh, it was sad. But it just shows how, like, you know, Katniss really cared for Rue and Thresh. So I really liked it. So let me know what you think about it. I'm so pumped for Mockingjay again. Sorry this is kind of long, but I just love this movie. Thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and have a good night, guys.